Right now, inside your chest, a muscle the size of your fist is squeezing. It will squeeze about 100,000 times today. It never takes a break, it never gets a day off, and it moves your entire blood supply through 60,000 miles of vessels every single minute. This is the heart. Today we slice it open, slow it down, and watch one heartbeat from the inside. First, forget the Valentine shape. The heart is a double pump, two pumps fused into one muscle, working side by side. The right pump is the smaller one. Its job is short haul. It sends blood to the lungs just inches away. The left pump is the heavyweight. It pushes blood out to the whole body, from your scalp down to your toes. Two pumps, one beat, perfectly synchronized. Every contraction fires both at the exact same moment. Each pump has two rooms. The upper room is the atrium, a thin-walled waiting area where blood collects. The lower room is the ventricle, the thick-walled muscle that does the real pushing. So the full layout is 4 chambers: right atrium, right ventricle, left atrium, left ventricle. Blood always moves the same way, top to bottom. The atrium fills, then gently tops off the ventricle below it. Then the ventricle slams its doors and fires. Between each atrium and ventricle sits a valve, a one-way door made of thin, tough flaps. When the ventricle squeezes, pressure slams the flaps shut behind the blood, so it cannot flow backward. Tiny cords, like parachute lines, anchor the flaps so they never blow inside out. 2 more valves guard the exits of the heart, 4 valves total. That snap of valves closing is the sound a stethoscope hears, lub-dub. Your heartbeat is literally doors slamming. Follow one drop of blood. It returns from the body tired and dark. Its oxygen spent. It pours into the right atrium, drops into the right ventricle, and waits. Then the squeeze. The right ventricle contracts and pushes the drop out through the pulmonary valve into the pulmonary artery and toward the lungs. The trip is short, so the push is gentle. The right side runs at about 1/5 the pressure of the left. Low power, short distance. In the lungs, the drop threads into capillaries so narrow that red blood cells pass through single file. Each cell glides past tiny air sacs, separated from fresh air by a wall thinner than a soap bubble. Carbon dioxide leaves, oxygen locks on. The drop turns from dark red to bright red in under a second. Then it flows back to the heart through the pulmonary veins, recharged and ready for the long route. It lands in the left atrium. Now the heavy lift. The drop falls from the left atrium into the left ventricle, the strongest chamber in the heart, with walls about 3 times thicker than the right. The squeeze comes. The mitral valve slams shut behind the drop. The aortic valve snaps open ahead of it, and the drop is launched into the aorta, the body's widest artery, at roughly 1 meter per second. From there, it can reach your brain in just a few seconds. That squeeze has a rhythm with 2 phases. Doctors call them systole and diastole, the squeeze and the refill. During systole, the ventricles contract and blood blasts out. During diastole, the muscle relaxes, the chambers fall slack, and blood pours back in. Here is the part most people miss. The heart spends more time relaxing than squeezing. Rest is built into every single beat. The refill is just as important as the push. An empty pump moves nothing. So what tells the heart when to beat? Not the brain. The heart carries its own ignition, a cluster of cells in the right atrium called the sinoatrial node, the SA node. About once a second, it fires a tiny electrical pulse all on its own. That is why a heart can keep beating outside the body for a while during a transplant. The spark is built in. The brain can say faster or slower, but it never says start. The spark needs to travel in the right order. It sweeps across both atria first, squeezing them, pushing blood downward. Then it hits a checkpoint, the atrioventricular node, the AV node. The AV node holds the signal for about 1/10 of a second. That tiny delay gives the ventricles time to finish filling. Then the pulse races down dedicated fibers and the ventricles fire from the bottom up, wringing blood toward the exits, like squeezing a tube of toothpaste. One strange detail: the heart is full of blood, but it cannot drink from the inside. Its walls are too thick. So the first two branches off the aorta loop straight back onto the heart's own surface. These are the coronary arteries, and they feed the muscle itself. The heart literally serves itself first, before the brain, before anything. When a coronary artery clogs, that is a heart attack. The pump starving while it is full of fuel. Now zoom out and run the numbers. Each beat moves about 70 milliliters, roughly a small espresso. 70 beats a minute adds up to around 5 liters, your entire blood supply every minute, even at rest. In a day, that is roughly 7,000 liters. Over a lifetime, the heart beats more than 2.5 billion times, and it never once stops for repairs. No machine we have ever built runs that long without service. So here is one full beat, end to end. Tired blood fills the right atrium and drops into the right ventricle. The right side pushes it to the lungs, where it trades carbon dioxide for oxygen. It returns to the left atrium and falls into the left ventricle. The SA node sparks, the AV node delays. The ventricles fire, the valves slam, and the left side launches the blood into the aorta, out to the body and home again. A double pump, 4 slamming doors, and a spark it makes all by itself. That is the engine you were born with, and it has never missed a day. Next time, we slice open another machine.